Let's be honest, there are few things that can cause a homeowner more stress than a failing roof. It's not just a leak, right? It feels like a threat to everything inside your home. And you need a solution fast. But where do you even begin? Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to cut right through all that confusion and give you a super clear, actionable guide to finding the perfect pro for the job.
And you know, sometimes the problem isn't just a small drip. A big storm rolls through, or just years of quiet wear and tear finally give way, and suddenly you've got a full-blown crisis on your hands. Your home's #1 line of defense is just gone, and you're left feeling totally exposed, scrambling to figure out what to do next.
So in that moment of panic, what is the right next step? The decision you make right then isn't just about getting a quick patch. Nope. It's about making a really smart long-term investment in the safety and the value of your home.
But before you can find the right solution, you've got to know what you're looking for. See, your roof will almost always give you some warning signs long before things get really bad. So let's learn how to spot them.
The good news is you really don't have to be a roofer to see these things. Inside your house, those water stains on the ceiling, that's a dead giveaway. Head outside and look up. Are shingles curling at the edges, or are some missing completely? See any big patches of moss or dark streaks? Yep, another red flag. Oh, and here's a pro tip for you. Check your gutters. If you see a bunch of what looks like black sand in there, those are the granules from your shingles. That's basically the roof's sunscreen washing away.
Okay, so you know you've got a problem. Now the search begins. And this is where it can get really overwhelming, can't it? A quick search online, and you're just hit with this flood of options. It's honestly hard to know who you can actually trust.
We've all done it. You pull out your phone, you open up a browser, and you type in this exact phrase. It's just our natural instinct for a local problem. But what we're looking for when we type near me is actually something much deeper than just who's closest. So what are we really looking for? Here's the key. Near me is not about miles. It's a search for trust. You're looking for someone who's actually part of your community, someone with a real reputation to protect. You want someone who is responsive, who actually answers the phone. You want someone with a proven track record right there in your town, not some storm chaser who's just going to disappear the second the work is done.
So how do you tell the difference? How do you separate those true local pros from everybody else? Well, it all comes down to a simple but really powerful checklist. We've boiled it down to 5 key things that you absolutely have to check before you hire anyone. This is your game plan for making a great choice.
So here they are, the 5 pillars of a great hire. And it's not just about finding someone who does one of these things well. You want a contractor who nails all 5. From understanding your local weather to giving you honest pricing, let's break down exactly what each of these really means.
First up, climate. A roof that works in sunny, dry Arizona is just not built the same way as a roof in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, it makes sense, right? In a place that gets constant rain, wind, and has to deal with moss, the entire roofing system needs to be designed to manage all that moisture and stay durable. A great contractor gets this. They're not going to give you some one-size-fits-all solution.
Okay, next, materials. And this is so important. What you see from the street are the shingles, but the real hero of your roof, it's what's underneath. We're talking about high-quality underlayment, proper flashing around chimneys and vents. A good contractor will never, ever cut corners here. In fact, they'll insist on using the best stuff because they know it's what makes a roof last.
Then there's workmanship. And this is so much more than just nailing shingles in a straight line. It's about a deep commitment to safety for the crew. It's about precision in every single detail. And it's about knowing the local building codes inside and out. That's the difference between a roof that lasts maybe 10 years and one that's going to last 30.
And of course, let's talk about the big one, money. You should never have to guess what you're paying for. A true professional is going to give you an honest, detailed estimate that breaks everything down. You know what a major red flag is? Vague pricing, or a contractor who really pressures you to sign right then and there. What you want is total transparency. No surprises when that final bill arrives. And finally, it all comes back to being local. A company that works in your town, that parks its trucks in your neighborhood, and that really relies on word of mouth. They're accountable. They get the specific challenges of your area, and they're truly invested in doing right by their neighbors, because you're probably going to see them at the grocery store.
Okay, so when a contractor checks all 5 of those boxes, what does that actually look like in practice? It means they have the skill and the scale to take on a whole range of challenges, not just a simple little repair.
I mean, just look at this. The best contractors can apply those super high standards to any kind of project. The exact same principles of using quality materials, expert workmanship, and a focus on safety, they're all at play whether it's for a beautiful family home or a huge commercial building.
This image here, this shows you something really crucial: logistics and capability. A top-tier company is way more than just a couple of guys in a truck. They have the ability to deploy large, coordinated crews and all the right equipment to get these complex jobs done efficiently and, more importantly, safely. That level of organization is a massive sign of professionalism. So let's bring it all home. After the search, the vetting, and all the work, what's the ultimate goal here? It's all about restoring your home's most important shield and, of course, your own peace of mind. And this is it. This is the end result. A roof that isn't just functional, but actually looks amazing. It's a complete system built correctly from the wood deck all the way up, and it's ready to defend your home from whatever the weather throws at it for decades, all while boosting your curb appeal and your home's value. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. Take a good look at your own home. Now that you know the signs to look for and you have this checklist for quality, you can answer this question with real confidence. Is your roof truly ready to be your home's best defense?